Imagine a country on the verge of a major economic breakthrough, with its hopes pinned on a colossal project called the East African Crude Oil Pipeline. This venture, with a staggering budget of $5 billion, was meant to transport Uganda's untapped crude oil to Tanzania, connecting it to the vast Indian Ocean network. The pipeline held the promise of generating billions of dollars and sparking an economic boom. However, when Uganda deviated from the path desired by the West, the promised Western investment disappeared, shattering dreams and leaving the pipeline's future uncertain. In a surprising twist, China stepped in to offer assistance to Uganda, challenging the Western powers. But the story is more complex than a mere act of generosity. In this video, we will explore why the West suspended its investment, uncover China's motives for helping Uganda, and challenge common perceptions about Uganda, China, and the Western world. The East African Crude Oil Pipeline, or EACOP, is not just any pipeline. It is a monumental project that has been in the works since 2013, when the foundation stone was laid. It symbolizes a new era for Uganda and Tanzania, with the mission of transporting crude oil from Uganda's oil fields to the port of Tanga in Tanzania, providing access to the global market. Key players in the oil industry, such as Total Energies and the China National Offshore Oil Corporation, are involved in this project. Total Energies holds a 65% share, Uganda's national oil company holds 15%, Tanzania holds another 15%, and the China National Offshore Oil Corporation holds 5%. The project's cost has skyrocketed to an astonishing $5 billion. In a surprising turn of events, 24 Western banks backed out of the venture, allowing the Standard Bank and the Industrial and Commercial Bank of China to step in. Once completed, the East African Crude Oil Pipeline will be the world's longest electrically heated crude oil pipeline, spanning 1,410 kilometers. It will start in Uganda's Basara sub-county and end near Tanzania's port of Tanga, passing through the southern beaches of Lake Victoria, Uganda's Rakai district, and the Albertine Rift. In December 2021, the Ugandan parliament endorsed the East African Crude Oil Pipeline Special Provisions Bill, solidifying the nation's role in the project with a $293 million investment, $130 million of which was already secured. Tanzania also demonstrated its commitment in August 2021. The plan was to start construction in August 2016, aiming to finish in 3 years with a $4 billion budget. The project promised to create approximately 15,000 jobs during construction and 1,000 to 2,000 permanent jobs. By July 2016, Total Energies committed a significant $4 billion for the construction. However, there were delays and revisions to the budget, and in September 2020, Total Energies and the Ugandan government signed an agreement to set the stage for a final investment decision by the end of the year. Construction was expected to begin in early 2021. Crucial agreements were signed in April 2021 by the presidents of Uganda and Tanzania, along with leaders from Total Energies and the China National Offshore Oil Corporation. The construction was scheduled to start in July 2021, with the first oil expected in 2025. But by August 2021, the total cost had risen to $5 billion. The East African Crude Oil Pipeline represents more than just a pipeline, it symbolizes economic hope for Uganda. It is expected to bring significant revenue through royalties and taxes, potentially leading to development and poverty reduction. The pipeline also promises job creation, particularly in rural areas, which could boost the economy and foster skill development. Moreover, it could help diversify Uganda's agriculture-dependent economy by establishing the oil industry as a new economic sector. The pipeline also enhances energy security for Uganda by reducing its dependence on imported oil, which is subject to global price changes and supply issues. The shift towards self-reliance means cost savings and a more stable energy supply. Additionally, plans for an oil refinery in Uganda ensure a steady domestic oil supply, contributing to national self-sufficiency. The pipeline also strengthens regional cooperation between Uganda and Tanzania, fostering trade, infrastructure development, and security cooperation. While the West initially showed interest in the East African Crude Oil Pipeline, they withdrew their support, citing environmental, social, and financial concerns. This move raised suspicions of hypocrisy and selective targeting of African projects. China stepped in where Western financiers retreated and pledged over half of the $3 billion debt needed for the pipeline's construction. Uganda sought alternative partnerships and secured financing from Chinese lenders, as well as institutions like the Islamic Development Bank and various African banks. The pivot in alliances by Uganda, moving closer to Russia and China, raises questions about the future of international relations and economic development in Africa. It remains to be seen whether this shift will lead to a more balanced and prosperous future or deepen global divides. That is all for today's video. Like and subscribe for more.